Times change, but more quickly. I would speak most untruly if I said I recognized much of Eorzea these days. Here I am now, an old soldier. I have missed my death and must find another way out.
Do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friend? This shall go down in Eorzean history as the greatest battle since I slew that dragon. That did actually happen, yes.
Truffles a la Manderville. Why, it is an Epicurean revelation. I can hardly wait to recreate the recipe myself. Well, that merchant proved to be a spectacular waste of time, time which is in short supply. We must return to the Coliseum before the battles begin. Here is the plan, Miqo'te. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Ovula in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Ovula in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood?
Do you feel the anticipation in the air, my friend? This shall go down in Eorzean history as the greatest battle since I slew that dragon. That did actually happen, yes.
There you are. I was this close to starting the melee without you. Gah ha ha. Ah, I'd be remiss not to tell you that there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultras has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favorite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in, and bookmakers across town are raking in the guild, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Philogase himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking bright for Alder Meadow, it is. So, what say ye? Are we ready to get your asses kicked? Gah ha ha. Aye, that's what I like to hear. Ladies and gents, it's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mythril Cup, brought to you by our ever-charitable friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern, your concern is our concern, is about to begin. Who will stand atop the heap of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Avila of Ayla Migo? Miqo'te, the famed warrior of light? Or, who was that grinning fool again? Ah, that's right, Cumberbatch, agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire. Or, will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultras, the 8-legged purple purveyor of pain?
Way ha ha. Here I am. Did ya miss me?
Aye, I'd say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions, and let the battles begin.
Alright, you know the deal, we team up and wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the two of us, I'll take a dive.
And you receive your share of the winnings. I have not forgotten our promise.
Look at Avila's blade spin. Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed them tough in a Miqo'te, that's for certain.
You are next.
Here we go, ladies and gents. Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, he'll be sneezing up a storm, literally. Gee-fa, ha, ha. Ah, nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. All this fighting is giving Uncle Ulti an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet? Wait a minute, roasted truffles?
Braised in a savory sauce, just like mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds, there's a whole sackful where that came from.
That meddling musclehead.
What's taking him so damned long?
The girl's gaze gives it away. Open the gate at once.
Gosh. What is that monstrosity? Mr. Typhon. Is that your stomach I hear rumbling? Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps?
What fascinating friends you have, Ulti. Why, just look at this charming little nose. Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles?
Could it be? Avila's wanted Tempest Blade, it was that monster all along. The girl played us all for fools.
Don't look at me. It was all her idea. I'm just a stupid octopus.
You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend.
I just wanted to experience the thrill of battle. You know, for my work and all. Come on, doer, has Uncle Ulti ever lied to you?
What did I tell ye? I knew there was something fishy about that Almhigan whore.
All Amigans. Beggars and brutes, the lot of 'em. We give them a home in our lands, and this is the thanks we get? Send her to Garlemald for all I care, just get her out o' my sight before I get sick.
But I just wanted to. My sister.
I feel for the girl, really, my little octopus heart goes out to her, but the rules are the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Ulti may be so bold. I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the 3 remaining competitors, that would be me, my buddy Typhon, and Miqo'te here. What do I say, Mrs. Warrior of Light?
Aye, that's what we want to see. Tros! Tros! Tros!
Well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events. But who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue, Anarchy. The fighters, the tag team of Ultras and Typhon versus the Warrior of Light. Who will be left standing when the storm has settled? Be there, or miss a battle for the ages.
He did not fight as a gentleman.
So, to review, the truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the All-Amigan girl's blade, allowing the two to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possibly the most imbecilic scheme I have encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now, Miqo'te. Let us make for Holotali.
We're always on the lookout for new talent, what with the old talent getting mauled and killed. Proper training and place such as this, now, that helps.
There is no telling what inane trickery that octopus will attempt next. Be on your guard, Miqo'te.
I suppose if anyone can defeat those fiends, it's you. Be safe, Miqo'te.
Well, this tourney's turned into a right mess. With all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee, it looks like we won't be needing them, after all. Of course, as long as you're bringing in the spectators, and the profits, I could give a gnat's ass. Gah ha ha. Now, I know what you're thinking, 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of the two is the size of a small house. So here's the deal, why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle, let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, aye.
You did it, Khpein. With any luck, we've seen the last of that lecherous devilfish.
Full glad I was to be rid of the wild beasts, but now the new owners have brought even more bloodthirsty creatures, and men. I say, who is going to take responsibility when this spirals out of control? Good show, Miqo'te. Your performance has earned us front row seats at the award ceremony. This should afford us the perfect vantage point to thwart a thief. Come, let us return to the Coliseum. The ceremony will begin any moment now. Be on your guard, our adversary may be anywhere, or anyone.
A most remarkable display of martial skill, my adventuring friend. Clearly you have been observing me well in our travels together.
It was a battle for the ages, but a worthy victor has risen to claim the spoils. And now, let's take a look at the relic that our champion has won. Behold. From the personal vaults of Master Feargaze himself, the Warden's Grace, a timeless treasure the likes of which our realm has never seen. One that's earned the attention of Eorzea's most prominent pilferer. Gah ha ha.
Above you.
Ladies and gentlemen, inspectors, and invertebrates. The opening act dragged on over long, but worry not, the main event is about to begin.
I know that you paid well for your seats here today, but I can assure you that my performance will not leave you disappointed. Now, I invite one and all to sit back and enjoy the show.
Vile fiend. Mark my words, you have stolen your last treasure, I swear it on the Manderville name.
I think not, Hildegard.
Greg. 'Tis always a pleasure to reunite with old friends, but your timing truly leaves something to be desired.
Miqo'te, you bested me once, but not today. I shall have my revenge when I pierce your chest with my spear.
Do you not mean your skewer?
My spear. Vile thief. Is there not a shred of honor in you? Return my weapon at once.
Oh ho, it seems we have an unexpected guest. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I fear attendance at today's performance is by invitation only.
Now it's raining truffles? But the battle's already. Mr. Typhon. Just a moment, I'm sure I had a tissue here some hole. Foo. Fun negay.
Alas and alack. The ring sails straight into the hands of the fiend.
Giving up so soon, are we? Those don't sound like the words of a Manderville man.
But of course. Brilliant, Father. If the ring won't come to me, I shall go to the ring. Why, it'll be just like Dalamud. Hildibrand Maximilian Manderville. Skyward, as only a Manderville can. Father, you know not your own strength.
$997, $998, $990.
Oof.
These legs. They look strangely familiar.
Ha. Put a little too much spin on that one, it seems.
Not exactly as planned, but who can argue with the results? Save for one thing. This ring is a fake. But no matter. I have a feeling this will lead me to the true treasure. Until next time, friends. You have been a most attentive audience. That key. Bloody hells. Guards. Seize the fiend at once.
It's too late, sir. The second prize, the Ring of Inquiry, it's gone.
Second prize. What is the meaning of this?
Many-faced fiend or no, the man spoke true. A master goldsmith's eyes cannot be deceived, this sun sphere is clearly a second-rate replica.
Preposterous. It's just, the dim lighting. Yes, if you'll just step over here.
Have you taken ill, friend? You seem to be perspiring most heavily.
Let's not be so hasty, friends. I can explain.
I sold out my honor, joined forces with that odious octopus, all for a false treasure. What a fool I have been. Whatever was I thinking?
Do not berate yourself so, Miss Avila. Why, it was exactly as you said, was it not? You were thinking of dear Hagelina, and nothing more.
I suppose I was, at that. How do you know my sister's name?
I assure you, young miss. Under no circumstances did I tail you to the Nanawa mines to eavesdrop on your intimately personal dialogue with your beloved sister.
Ah, you have the right of it. Blinded by the prospect of fortune and fame, I lost sight of myself and what I truly was fighting for. My honor and my sister's trust will not easily be regained, but I will not shirk from the challenge.
One mystery still remains. Before the thief had identified the ring as fake, he had already acquired the key to the storeroom. Clearly the second prize, this Ring of Inquiry, was his target from the start. But why? There must be some pattern to the items the fiend has stolen. A pattern that betrays his true intentions.
the treaty blade, Azima's virtue, the ring of inquiry, all relics with quite a history. Or, to be more precise, relics from the era of the Beladions. Oh ho. If that is so, the answer is clear as day. The fiend means to found Eorzea's greatest museum of Beladion history, pushing up the prices and gouging honest men out of their hard-earned coin. Doubtless another one of his cards will appear on the scene to tell us just as much.
I have enjoyed our little game, but all good things must come to an end. I shall claim the 4 sacred treasures, and justice shall be served. So this is the thief's final challenge to us. But what are these 4 treasures of which he speaks?
Where the 4 treasures of Beladia become one, the wicked shall be judged in the blazing light of Sunday. An old legend, little more than a fairy tale, at that. And yet it seems the Phantom believes there is some truth in these words.
4 sacred relics from Beladia? The Warden's justice? Lofty words coming from a glorified food pad.
One who's winning over the common folk by the day, if rumors are to be believed. It would seem the tales of a master thief ruffling the feathers of the rich and famous have won the man more than a few admirers. Consider his targets thus far, an Ul'Dain collector and her hired thugs, a trading mogul and the brass blades, and now a mining magnate and the stone torches. Is it any surprise that the sympathies of ordinary Ul'Dain would lie with the perpetrator rather than his victims?
Astutely observed, Miss Ellie. Our quarry clearly harbors no small degree of resentment for wealth and authority. Might his next target be a member of a syndicate? Perhaps the Sultana herself?
Haha. Then it will be to his downfall. For the greater the challenge, the higher I rise. Ahem, just one moment, if you would. Mark my words, ye of many faces. There is but one man who shall lay claim to the 4 lost relics of Beladia, and it shall be Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire.
Yes, I'm sure that inspires us all with great confidence.
Was that? No, it couldn't be. Ha! Methinks Godbert may need a new pair of spectacles.
The key to the next case is a mask. Have you ever worn a mask for so long that you forgot what you actually looked like? I have. And how did they freeze in midair like that? Talk about a mystery. Oh, well, see you next time.